What's up, everybody?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pull the Pin Podcast. Dan and Tom will be here shortly. Tom had to run out and help somebody with something, and Dan is obviously working because that's what he does here. We are going to talk about the Farmers Insurance today, the Farmers Insurance Open. We'll give you all our picks and everything like that. Working with some new media today, so shoot us some comments. Let us know if you can hear us. We've got a new mic in place. We've got a new camera going on.
What's up, guys?
We got a really bright light in our face. We're trying to up the production value just a hair. But yeah, Dan, what do you think going in here to the Farmers? I mean, let's run through a couple of things. We're at Torrey Pines. They're going to host the U.S. Open as well.
Yep.
So a couple of guys, it's theory that they're here specifically as a tune-up. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, playing the course in late January and then playing it again in July, I mean, it's not going to be that similar, is it?
I mean, it's never a bad choice playing a major championship golf course a couple months before a major championship.
Right.
So, has it proven to help? Maybe not
Right,
as much
yeah,
as people would like,
absolutely,
but, it's still not a bad idea. Like, Phil Mickelson had the same idea last year at the U.S. Open.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
But it's interesting. It brings what I think is now an A- field. It would have been an A+ field before Tiger obviously dropped out with the fifth back surgery. But it's still an A- field. I mean, you're talking about some big names here.
how one person makes it from a plus to a minus.
Come on, man.
No, it is.
It's the
That's
facts.
what I'm saying.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying. Like, it's funny
that
that's
is the
literally
Tiger
true,
factor.
though.
We're not trying to be. I'm not trying to sound weird about it. But Torrey is just such a classic course.
Yep.
But the conditions look rough.
Dude, this field is unreal.
It really is, man.
Unreal.
There's, what the coolest stat that I've seen so far though is
Yeah.
that 3 out of the last 6 years, an Australian has won this event because it's right during Australia days, and it's just a big deal. I want to do a couple of shout outs here really quickly. First and foremost to the Painted Lines for hosting us as always. Second to Golf Etc. Lancaster. Get in here, get fitted, fit your game, be a better player, simulator golf, lessons, whatever you need. Get in here to Golf Etc. and get it done. Also, I want to throw a shout out to a special fan, Ed Kemp, who is in the UK. Ed, you have a care package coming for you and your son. Keep up the great work. You are a hero. You absolutely are. Ed takes care of his son. He's on night duty all the time. I just happened to see a post on Twitter, and I mean, he's just seems like a great guy, and we can't wait to get this package off to you. It's going to have a t-shirt, a hat, and some other Pull the Pin stuff. So Ed, shout out to you, and we'll probably shout you out just about every episode. One more, a couple other things. Thrive Fantasy app. Just want to let you guys know, go to Thrive Fantasy app, use promo code PTP2021, and you will get a $20 or you will get $20 up to $50 match when spending over $20. Get in there, get your bets in. That's what we're going to be helping you with here today. We're going to throw out some picks for you, and then last but certainly not least, want to talk about Birdie Wrap. We're getting ready to do a review on Birdie Wrap, and it's a tape for your hands for golfers. It's not like athletic tape. It's a little bit more of an adhesive. So with that being said, let's get into the tournament. Dan had to take a phone call. Tommy will be on in any moment. One of the big storylines so far will be Rory makes his U.S. debut this weekend. He played in Dubai last week, or at the Abu Dhabi last week, and played very well. He is a guy who really looked to make a big stand here at Torrey. He is playing a lot. Is this the year that Rory moves into a circle where he wins a good bit of? Does he win a major? Does he win multiple majors? So Rory debuts over here. He had a great showing in Abu Dhabi. John Rahm is the highest ranked player in the field, so he's a guy that, a lot of people like moving forward here. They think that he has a chance at a top 10, top 5. He had a minor injury last week that had him back out of the Amex, but nothing serious. We already talked about the fact that the field is easily an A to an A- field. A couple of good bets. Ricky Fowler's out there again this week.
Repping the new irons, too.
Repping the new irons. Ricky Fowler, the new blades. I was just talking about how Rory debuts in the States this weekend after a really great showing in the Abu Dhabi. A lot of people like him to compete this week. Obviously, he's Rory McIlroy. He's going to compete. I like him. I like him for top 10.
Yeah.
I don't like him to win.
He always has that almost like home field advantage everywhere he goes because it's Rory.
Yep.
Like there's so many Rory McIlroy fans out there that's like you're always like he always has support pretty much wherever he goes. So
and I was also talking about the fact that he is scheduled to play a lot. Like he is playing every week until the Masters. Yep. It looks like he's ramping up to try and have a really big year, win a major, do what he needs to do. And then I also talked about Jon Rahm being the highest ranked player in the field, coming off what was a really minor injury. So
DJ not playing?
No, he is not. Dustin Johnson and Justin Thomas are not in the field this weekend.
It's kind of surprising.
Some sleeper top 20 bets that I want to throw your way here right out the gate. Cam Davis. I think Cam Davis is a guy who's trending upwards. He drives the golf ball really well. Finished third last week. I think that's Tommy. Hi, pals. Hi, Tommy. We were trying to wait for you, but I couldn't reschedule.
Tommy.
We'll see you soon.
He just texted me too. He says I probably won't be back in time.
Okay. Well, Tommy, hurry back. We miss you.
Miss you.
And then I like Brandon Heggie to finish in the top 20 this week. He drives it great. I don't think he's a top 10 candidate, but I think he's certainly a good bet for a top 20. When the fields are this strong, I feel strongly about multiple bets on top 10, top 20, top 5.
Yeah.
I don't like betting the winner. I mean, if you want to take a flyer on somebody to win, go for it. That's great. That's the big money aspect. But if you're looking for some good solid bets to get a return on, I really like some top 10, top 20 bets. Cam Davis is a nice sleeper top 20. In fact, we're going to share. We're going to do something we don't normally do here. We're going to go to share screen.
We also got to think about too, like this is a ball striker's golf course.
Yes, it is.
So like, granted, you could say every golf course is a ball striker's golf course, but like Torrey Pines is a golf course where like you have to hit it really well.
Yes, you do.
Score well there. So you have to look at your players.
Well, and the conditions they're already saying are going to be really tough.
Exactly.
So, all right. So here we go. We're going to pull up some odds here. We're going to swipe a website with odds. So obviously Jon Rahm is, plus 710 to win. Rory's plus 875, which is actually a pretty good, winners plus minus. Usually it's like plus 500 when you have somebody that's ranked as high as Rahm. When you have somebody like Xander Schauffele at plus 1,200, I mean, that's a good bet. Plus 1,700 for Tony Finau. What's that?
Should we move the camera over so we're centered?
What do you?
Just like an empty chair.
Oh, well,
it doesn't matter.
It's all in honor of Tommy.
It's in honor of Tommy. Yeah.
So, we've got, I really think we've got some good bets to make. Once again, we've got Brooks Koepka playing this week. How's Brooks play? Is he making the cut this week?
Nope, missing the cut.
Think he's missing the cut?
Yep.
I'm with you there. I don't think he's
I almost missed Tommy's like outrageous pick right now because Tommy would sit over here and be like, "Yeah, Doug Gim's gonna win" or something crazy. He would always, and then he would make a top 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time.
Yep. And then we've got Phil the Thrill. Phil's playing this weekend. He looked terrible last week.
Oh yeah, God.
He looked awful.
Yeah,
he looked 50 years old, and that's hurt. I mean, I'm a lefty, so that just hurts me to even say that out loud. But
you mean like as far as playing, or like his actual he just didn't look good?
No, playing. He just did not. I mean, he did not hit the ball. I mean, he looks great. He keeps himself in shape.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, when I'm 50 years old, if I look like Phil Mickelson, tip my hat to the world.
Yeah. For real.
But I just don't see him competing here at Torrey. He's there specifically because of the U.S. Open.
Yes.
I don't think he'd be playing this week if the U.S. Open wasn't at Torrey Pines. In fact, there is a bet for him to miss the cut, and it is a minus. So even the odds makers don't think he will make the cut this week.
I got
Sneds, Hovland, and Gary.
I knew you were listening. I knew you were going to make some. Actually, those aren't outrageous picks.
One of our hosts is a little absent right now. He had to do a favor for somebody, and he threw his picks in here. He likes Snedeker, Hovland, and Gary Woodland.
At least you didn't pick Troy Merritt this time.
I have all three of those gentlemen written down on my list here on the next page. So I'm with you, Tommy. Let's talk about a couple of other top 10 guys that I think, not top 10 in the world, but guys that could finish in the top 10 and make you some money.
Yeah.
Okay. So I love Scotty Scheffler this week.
Yeah.
Love him. Mm-hmm. I think he is a top 10 just waiting to happen, and the money is right. He is like a plus 4,500 to win and like plus, I think, 1,200 as a top 10. So Scotty Scheffler, a good one. Patrick Reed is going to start to play better as the season moves on. He's in this field.
As much as we hate him, he's just so good.
He is. He's just he's a good golfer.
Yeah.
I really, Cam Smith is another guy, great ball striker. If he gets hot with the putter, he could win this tournament, in my opinion.
I like Cam Smith.
Not to mention the Aussie thing.
Oh yeah,
the fact that Aussies have won 3 out of the last 6 here, and it's Adam Scott or Jason Day. So like Mark Leishman.
Is Leishman not playing?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, is he? Okay.
So Mark Leishman and Cam Smith, look out! I'm telling you.
Mark Leishman won it last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, yeah. I mean,
who else I really like this weekend? I like Max Homa.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier.
He played really well. Really good. 3 out of the 4 days last week. And I think that he's on the verge of becoming a star. I really do.
Well, he's already a social media freaking star.
Well, yeah, he's already. I follow him on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, he's so
Speaking of Twitter, follow us at PTP2021.
That's right.
I'm on there all the time. I'm throwing comments. I'm throwing all sorts of stuff out there. Get behind us. Another guy that I like this weekend's Kokrak.
Oh yeah.
He's played well so far this season.
Did you see KJ Choi?
Yes, I did.
That's freaking awesome.
No, I did not write down KJ Choi's name because I don't.
No, he's not going to do anything. But like KJ Choi is the man. Like he's just dope.
So here's a name for you. He has a new swing coach, Jordan Spieth.
I was gonna mention something about him, but like I didn't know if it was
worth mentioning.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he does something good.
I like Jordan Spieth. I think that with working with Butch Harmon and
is that who he's got?
Yeah.
Oh.
And trying to kind of reinvent himself a little bit. Now, he could also come out and play like trash because he's got a new swing coach. Well, it's technically not a swing coach; it's a swing consultant. He has not left his other coach.
Consultant.
I know, right? Now we're getting weird.
That must be so nice to call Butch Harmon and be like, I don't need you to be my coach, just my consultant.
Just come consult.
Just some consultant.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The greatest coach possibly ever.
I gotta get used to looking at the camera up here
and
instead of down here.
That's
I keep seeing myself in there, and I'm like, yep, just showing off my Mizuno hat.
Yeah,
Mizuno repping. Let's go.
That's right.
Come on, where you at, Mizuno? Yep. So we already talked about. Here's another name to bring up. Harris English. He's in the field. Does Harris English play well? I mean, he's already got a win on the season.
I think top 15.
I like that. I think this course fits him. He's a good ball striker. He's not
want to go all the way to top 10, but I wanted to go at least top 15.
My big, and it's not a sleeper pick because he's a big name, but I think Hideki Matsuyama, if he putts this week, he is in the running to win the tournament. I believe that.
I mean, that's him any week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He putts well. It's like Rory.
But with the conditions that they're supposed to have this weekend, it's supposed to be windy as sin, it sounds like, at a really good ball strikers course. He hits it as good as anything.
I mean, I know it's kind of I'm going Rory again for my overall pick because first of all, he can play in the wind.
Yep.
He's got an Open Championship. He can play in the wind.
Yep.
He just seems to play well in California.
Yes, he does.
His statistics in California are really, really, really good, and I think it's just because he has so much support, and he almost feels very at home.
Yep.
Sure. So, and not to mention, in between Dubai, he got to go home and see his kid.
Yes,
so,
he did.
hopefully he's going to be coming with a little bit of I would say, a lightened spirit, if you would say, and
absolutely.
I think he's going to be in good form. And
he was in good form last week.
From that range video we saw, his swings obviously.
Well, and he was in good form last week as well. So I mean, I don't think I think he's just ramping up.
I really see a good year out of him.
What's up, Dominic? How's it going, buddy?
What's up, pal?
Another guy that you got to talk about anytime he's at Torrey Pines is Bubba Watson. Bubba Watson, he fits the course. He plays it well. He's won here.
Yep.
He hasn't won in a while, and for the beginning of the season, it was kind of one of those things where these guys who hadn't won in a while were competing.
I will say this right now. I love Tommy Sned's pick.
So do I. Absolutely.
Because Snedeker with
you want to put money on somebody to finish in the top 20 and make money off of it.
He's like sneaky good though in the wind.
Yeah,
like really good because he doesn't try to hit the ball hard.
No.
He doesn't have that insane high ball flight. He's got more of a piercing flight, so like he can definitely come out. Yeah, and he can putt.
And he can putt it.
Yeah. Anybody that shoots 59 can do that. Obviously.
Another guy to think about here before we start getting into like actual picks. I think that Matthew Wolff got off to a rusty start last week, and then he really played well from there on out. And I'm a Matthew Wolff guy. I mean, he's tough to grade the swing because it's just so different. But he is going to win a major. He is going to be good. It's just that's where we're looking right now. Matthew Wolff is a guy that I think can play well. Sorry, I got a weird. Dominic, man, you want to check in on the next show. So the Daily Dose will be on at 4:30, and they will be talking basketball and Philly sports. We're all golf here, man. I can't help you out. I have no idea if the Wizards beat the Rockets last night.
Man, I've never watched a basketball game.
Sorry, brother. So. Wish I could. I hate that we'll probably lose a viewer there, but so Matthew Wolff is one of the guys. Victor Hovland, Tommy put that as one of his picks. I'll throw Tommy's picks back up there really quick.
Okay, I feel like Harold Varner III is going to play well.
Yeah, I agree. He always plays well on the West Coast.
Yeah, always plays good on the West Coast.
I love that pick. Yeah. Let's see here.
And he's like by far the most chill dude out there.
Yes, he is.
Like he's just so
all right.
Just a bro.
So if you're looking for long shot picks this weekend, these are picks that I recommend throwing top 10 or top 20 money on. The last 2 weeks, I am up over $800 on picks like this. And I just judge me on my losers because I don't have that many. All right. Here we go. Wyndham Clark, top 20, hands down. Just pay attention. Wyndham Clark, he's going to be there.
Hell of a ball striker.
I think Taylor Gooch is a top 10 play this week.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a reason for that?
His last 3 rounds at Torrey Pines have been good.
Okay.
He's played well so far this year.
Okay.
It's just a feel.
I mean, that's a good – reasons go. That's not a bad one.
That was my Kevin Na feel. It's my Kevin Na feel after the win.
Do you think Ricky's going to do anything?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Not necessarily a sleeper because a lot of people know who he is, but Cameron Champ, the money is right to bet on him to finish in the top 20. He did not have a good week last week. Cameron Champ, top 20. The only thing that worries me about him is the conditions. He is a long player off the tee, can get a little wayward. That would be his big issue if he doesn't play well this week. Alex Noren. I like Alex Noren.
Alex Noren's a good pick.
Yep.
He's got that low ball flight.
Exactly. Alex Noren, I believe, top 20. Maybe a top 10 if he really gets hot. And then, obviously, this is not a sleeper pick. I just can't believe the value on this guy at this course. And it's just because he hasn't been playing well. Okay. Gary Woodland.
Yeah, no, Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland is not a sleeper pick here, but if you want to bet on somebody.
To win?
Not to win. Top 20, top 10.
Yeah, Gary Woodland.
Even top 5. The money is right. A $5 bet's going to pay you off a good bit of money.
You're not wrong.
So those are my 5 that I will be putting money on. I don't know how much yet. We'll see what my wife says.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have that guy. I can put on whatever money I want. So
now you asked about Ricky. So let's talk about Ricky. Tommy's not here to defend his boy.
Yeah, he's not here to defend him.
I love Ricky Fowler.
I do too.
I think Ricky Fowler is a great golfer, and his new clubs are
great influence on the game of golf.
Absolutely.
As well. On the kids, like the kids love him. Like that's awesome.
And his new irons are a sexy piece of machinery.
Yes.
He does not finish in the top 20 this week.
No.
I firmly believe that he is going to be a guy that just cannot play at this level yet. He's second tournament back. I hope he plays better than that because I like him, but I don't see him being a good bet this week. We do have another tournament this week to talk about. We'll talk about it briefly. Dan's helping a customer. The Omega Dubai Classic is also this week in the European Tour. So we've got a steady field there. Tommy loved himself some Rafa Cabrera Bello last week to finish in the top 5. Sure enough, he did. Terrell Hatton won that tournament. I had that pick. He's back this week in Dubai. I also like to see. I think Justin Rose, who's coming back this week, is going to play well there. Colin Morikawa is over in Dubai, and I mean he is a top 10 player in the world right now. You can't really go wrong with throwing some money on him to finish top 5, top 10. I'll be honest with you, I did most of my research on the Farmers Insurance Open coming up. Anybody watching, if you have any guys you want us to talk about here, let us know. I'll run down my picks one more time that I'm planning to put money on. I plan to put money on Wyndham Clark to finish in the top 20, Taylor Gooch to finish in the top 10, Cam Champ to finish in the top 20, Alex Noren top 10, and I got Gary Woodland either top 5 or top 10 this week. Outright winner. It is such a hard thing to pick in a field this tough. It really is. I don't even know where to go outright winner. How about Dan? What are you thinking?
Outright winner. If I was going to pick somebody that I think was going to there, I always like on this golf course. It always seems to come down to that last hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it always seems to come down to like who's got a wedge in their hand on 18.
Yep.
So I'm thinking right now, like who's going to have wedge in their hand on 18 right now?
Well, you're going to end up back at Rory with that idea.
Can you blame me though? I mean, can you blame me for picking my boy Rory?
Nobody's going to blame you for picking Rory.
I don't think Rory's going to win, but I think he's definitely going to play extremely well.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's such a tough field this week.
I think I'm gonna jump on the Cameron Smith train. I'm going with that Aussie idea. I also like the thought of Mark Leishman maybe. I really it just cracks me up. The 3 out of the last 6
I don't think he's gonna win. Tony Finau, he's not gonna win.
No, but
I want him to win so bad.
What a great top 10 possibility, though.
Yeah,
I was really rooting for him last week. I like Tony Finau a lot.
Well, Tony Finau's got the Puerto Rico Open curse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a curse that like if you win the Puerto Rico Open, you'd like never win after that.
Ooh.
And the only person to do it is Victor Hoff.
Well, I mean, I'll just take that Puerto Rican Open win. Puerto Rico Open win will be good.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Honest to God, I'm overall win. I'm gonna go with Max Homa.
Max Homa?
I'm going to go with Max Homa.
I love it.
My boy.
I like Max Homa a lot.
Top 5, Rory.
I got Max Homa in the top 10. He's definitely going to get some money put on him this week.
I got top 5 guaranteed, Rory McIlroy.
Yeah. Top 5 for Rory?
Yeah. And as far as, are we doing like a dark horse pick?
Sure, go for it. I already threw all my dark horses.
My dark horse pick is Harold Varner III.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot.
Or Sneds, but Sneds isn't really a dark horse. I would just like to see Sneds win.
I'll tell you right now. Well, let's bring up the odds again. Let's see what Sneds is going off at.
I only said Sneds because I would love to see him win because I love Snedeker. He's just the man. What about Xander Schauffele?
There's a name we should have brought up. Xander
I feel like that's like a big name that we just like didn't talk about.
It is. I mean, but you're looking at like Matt Wolff to win this weekend's at plus 3,400. Scotty Scheffler plus 3,500, Brooks Koepka plus 3,650, Sungjae Im plus 3,650, Jason Day plus 35.
So we're basically ruled out the idea that Siwoo Kim's going to play well.
Yeah, I mean, he won last week. We just haven't seen many guys come and play back-to-back weeks. Well, like I don't.
No,
mean
and you're right.
like,
No, you're right. Yeah.
You got Adam Scott at plus 4,500, but I mean, he's worth a bet. I mean, for a top 5, absolutely top 10. I love Bubba Watson at plus 5,000.
Yeah,
I mean, I love him at plus 5,000 to win. Gary Woodland plus 55 to win, plus 5,500 to win. Cameron Smith plus 6,600. Who were we looking for? Snedeker.
Cameron Champs.
Cameron Champ plus 8,500. Jordan Spieth plus 8,500.
I hope Jordan Spieth gets back.
I hope he plays well. The game's more fun when he, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler
we're
all there.
playing.
Smiley Kaufman never has to come back, but
no,
those
never. Never. The only time Smiley Kaufman needs to come back is when they do those vacation videos.
Yeah. So here is Dan's pick, Max Homa at plus 11,000. So I mean, I'll throw some money there. I'll do it for you, big boy. Where are we at? Snedeker. Geez, Christmas.
Brad Snedeker right there.
Plus 16,000. And who's the long shot of long shots this week? Who are we going with? Rafael Campos, 150,000 plus 150,000.
Oh my God. What does he want?
Not who I'd be throwing my money on, boys and girls.
No.
Not who I'd be throwing my money on. All right, so missed having Tommy here today.
Yeah.
Our show didn't take as long.
His outlandish picks.
Tommy makes some of the best picks out of all of us, although I'm the one who keeps making the money.
Although it's funny because his picks this week are not outlandish like at all.
No, they're not. They're pretty. I like them though. I like them a lot. I'll sit here. If you go online and look at betting this week, there is a lot of love for Jason Day. A lot of it.
Well, we didn't even talk about he's not with TaylorMade anymore.
No, he is not. Jason Day no longer at TaylorMade.
And it wasn't even like a big deal. It was like very under the radar. But yeah, he's playing this week. Not that any of you care, but Ping Driver.
Okay.
He's kept his Sim 2 fairway ones. Mizuno irons, Artisan wedges.
Interesting.
And funny thing about those is that he had Mike Taylor design them, the guy that used to build Nike clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Taylor made wedges, obviously. So yeah, he got Mike Taylor to design his wedges, and then I'm pretty sure he's still on the Spider putter. I don't think he changed that, but yeah. So if any of you care, that's what he's playing. So yeah.
So a couple of things we'll get close to wrapping up here. We don't like to make this show too long, about a half hour, and that's where we're about at. We'll be doing a couple of reviews coming up. We're going to review the Birdie Wrap. It's a golf tape for your hands and your fingers. So guys who don't wear gloves and you get blisters and stuff like that, and the athletic tape doesn't work real well. Birdie Wrap sent us this nice care package. I haven't opened it up yet, so I want to do the unboxing on film. Nice. So we'll unbox it. We'll take a look at it, and we'll get on the sim. We'll get on the TrackMan and just pound some balls with some tape on our hands and see if it helps. I actually right now have two giant little some blisters and cuts on my hand that'll help. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're on TV.
That's right. Trying to pay us the big bucks, baby.
And then I also I'll be rocking the Whoop here soon. So we're gonna do a review on the Whoop and let you know, like, for us crazy golfers that aren't professional athletes, what the Whoop does and how it helps with whatever we're doing with golf. Check us out on Twitter at PTP2021. Follow us, like it. Come check us out, and we'll give you golf content all the time. We will probably start doing some club reviews soon. We kind of started this right when all the new clubs were coming out. It didn't have a chance to do a ton of reviews on here. We're hoping to do that. We also have lessons with Dan. I think our next one's going to be kind of funny. We're going to do on how to club twirl.
It's going to be great.
It'll be a short one, probably about 2 or 3 minutes on how to twirl a club. If you're a real player, you better know how
professionally how to tick off your buddies on the golf course after you stick 1 to 2 feet.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Anything to plug, Dan?
Golf, etc. Guys, I can't emphasize enough how awesome the TrackMan is. Like, it's
yes, it is.
We are doing simulator golf now as well. So just look us up for bay rental prices and stuff like that. Come get fit. Fitting's super important. come get a lesson from me. Yeah, I mean, just come on in, guys. Even if just if you want to come and check out the store, we just come in and hang out. Those even on my days off, I'm here just hanging out. It's just chill vibe. So
yeah, I don't work here.
No, he doesn't. I do, but he doesn't.
Shout out to Pleasant View Retirement Home or Pleasant View Community. No, seriously, my buddy Joe, he puts a tournament on every year.
Oh.
I told him I wear his polo on one of the podcasts, and shout out Pleasant View. And last but not least,
shout out to Tommy Matini.
Yeah, absolutely.
For hosting us here at Golf Etc.
Missing you today, Tommy.
Yeah.
And last but not least, shoot us ideas on Twitter on what videos you want to see. If there's a lesson you want to see, or if there is a course you want us to review.
Oh, he's going to get the video.
Tommy!
Dude, come say hi to the peeps.
We got a couple minutes left, Tommy. What do you got?
Oh, I'm wildly underprepared, but that will not stop me from giving you my 3 picks.
Yes, that's what I want to hear, baby. Let's go.
I got Snedeker, Hovland, Gary Woodland, all for winners. There you go.
We already threw them up on the screen for
done.
you, buddy.
Done.
Here, we'll do it one more time.
It's done and over.
And how did I pick that? I looked down the list one time, and that was my entire method.
I love the Snedeker pick.
The outlandish.
And the money is perfect. Like a $5 bet's gonna pay you big.
Hey, it's just like it's just. I mean,
I told
them.
I said every single week somehow your picks always do well, except for maybe like 1 or 2.
Ricky was the only pick, and that was that was on me because that was I listened to the heart instead of the brain. That's on me.
It's always the brain for me. That's why I'm up $800 over the last 2 weeks.
So, but yeah, Snedeker, Hovland, Gary Woodland.
Hey, throw us a comment too to let us know if the production value was a little bit better today. Trying to work on some microphone stuff, trying to work on some better camera lighting, make it look a little better in here because it's a nice looking store. The computer cameras just weren't doing the trick. Anyway, thank you guys all. Painted Lines, go to the Painted Lines YouTube site. They're on Instagram. They're on Twitter. They're on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter at PTP2021. Check Golf Etc. out on Instagram at Golf Etc. Lank. And we will see you soon.
See you guys.